boxer, how do you feel like you get out of that bubble to make somebody a real boxer?
I mean, what he's doing is, I mean, kind of cool. If he can continue to steal money, when they match him the way they match him, I can't knock his hustle. So if they can match him the way how they've been matching him.
I haven't seen Gervonta Davis and another sexual assault allegation, lawsuits incoming, potentially criminal charges levied. We don't know yet. We know that fight is up in the air, and I think that fight's not going to happen, and they're going to either have to move the fight back, they're going to have to look to a replacement or both. I don't know.
The fight is still technically scheduled for November 14th to air on Netflix, but it's basically hanging on by a thread. But the team, Jake Paul's team, have reportedly gone and contacted all the fighters, and the names that they're looking at contacting to fight as a late replacement.
Floyd Mayweather has once again sent shockwaves through the boxing world, this time by calling out Jake Paul after Gervonta "Tank" Davis's fight was cancelled due to Tank's ongoing legal issues. In a surprising twist, Mayweather declared that he's ready to step in and face Jake himself, and he insists this bout won't be another exhibition. The undefeated legend emphasized that if this fight happens, it'll be a real, professional bout under official rules. Fans were stunned as Mayweather hinted he's serious about returning to the ring, not just for show but for competition. The announcement immediately ignited social media, with thousands debating whether Floyd, even at this stage of his career, could still challenge the YouTuber-turned-boxer. With tension rising and curiosity spreading fast, the big question remains, is Money Mayweather really coming back for one last true fight?
But at the time, people badly wanted you and Jake Paul to fight. Is that someone you're interested in, or no?
Well, if you go back, you got to do your homework. Look on the internet. I think he was doing a sit down on a podcast one time, and he talked about it. He said, I don't want to do an exhibition against Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
He said, I'm only doing real fights. And of course, I can't get up high in weight, but I'll fight him in a real fight at the weight that I'm at. But Jake Paul, I mean, as of right now, for what he's doing, it's good for what he's doing. But once he fights a real fighter, it's going to be bad.
Have you been impressed?
But one thing I like about him, one thing I do like about him, he's selling it. He's selling it, and he's making good money. And
Due to the ongoing lawsuit and investigation, Gervonta Davis's much-hyped exhibition fight against Jake Paul has officially been canceled. His promoter, Most Valuable Promotions, confirmed in a statement that they are reviewing the situation thoroughly and have decided it's best not to move forward with the event under the current circumstances.
Situation, he was supposed to be boxing Gervonta "Tank" Davis, a man that weighs 133 pounds or 135. Regardless, it's a man that is way, way smaller than Jake Paul. So that is just ridiculous, and I've given my thoughts on that before anyway. But now it turns out that Gervonta Davis has some allegations about domestic abuse. I don't know too much about the situation, but apparently Netflix have pulled the plug on that fight. It says, here's a tweet I'm reading from Mike Coppinger. As reported, Jake Paul's return could shift to December, with the November 14th Netflix exhibition in jeopardy due to the latest allegations against Gervonta Davis. Sources tell Ring magazine that December 12th and the 19th.
Gervonta Davis is currently facing a serious civil lawsuit filed by his former girlfriend, Courtney Rosal, over an alleged violent incident that took place on October 27th at a Miami nightclub where she works. According to the lawsuit, Rosal accuses Davis of battery, aggravated battery, false imprisonment, kidnapping, and the intentional infliction of emotional distress. The complaint details a disturbing sequence of events, alleging that Davis physically assaulted and dragged her through multiple sections of the club, including the stairwell, kitchen, and parking garage. Authorities in Miami Gardens have confirmed that a criminal investigation is actively underway alongside the civil case, adding more weight to the growing controversy surrounding the boxing star.
Boxing champion Gervonta "Tank" Davis faces new abuse claims from a woman who claims to be his ex-girlfriend. This is according to our media partner, the Baltimore Banner. Courtney Rosal says she dated Davis for 5 months and recently filed a civil lawsuit accusing him of aggravated battery, false imprisonment, and other offenses. She claims Davis physically attacked her a number of times during their relationship. Rosal claims the most recent incident was Monday at a Miami nightclub. Davis is scheduled to fight Jake Paul in Miami.
Chael Sonnen recently broke his silence on the confusion surrounding the rumored cancellation of the Jake Paul versus Gervonta "Tank" Davis fight, sharing that he personally reached out to both camps to uncover the truth. Sonnen revealed that he contacted representatives from Jake's team and Tank's side, hoping to verify whether the cancellation rumors were real, but neither camp provided a clear or confident answer. Their refusal to address the speculation directly only fueled Sonnen's suspicion that something much bigger was unfolding behind closed doors. He noted that when both fighters stay quiet instead of denying a rumor, it's often a clear sign that deeper issues are at play, possibly linked to legal troubles, contract disputes, or promotional chaos that could be preventing the highly anticipated matchup from moving forward as planned.
Tank has one job to do, which is to let anybody know that's listening that it doesn't make any difference. Boxing is a real sport. My skills versus your skills, of which I have an abundance of and of which you have none of. My life's commitment and dedication versus a second or third or fourth thought in the world of priority on your list. And I used to believe those things. Now, I go back far enough in MMA that I've had my eyes open a number of times. The fact that karate was so incredibly useless, or the fact that Jeet Kune Do was so incredibly useless, like these were not things that I would have bet on when I was in high school. As a wrestler at that time, I would not have assumed that I would fare well in a fight against somebody that knew Kung Fu. We had all been falsely led through Hollywood. Not through competition, not through sport, not through understanding of the game, but just through Hollywood. We were told that those guys were the most dangerous guys. So, we then eventually get up to Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather, which had a weight discrepancy, but it was very small. I mean, I watched him weigh in. I want to say it was like 8.
With Gervonta Tank Davis's fight now hanging in uncertainty, Floyd Mayweather has stepped forward and boldly called out Jake Paul for a potential showdown. Mayweather hasn't minced words when discussing Jake's boxing skills. He acknowledges Paul's impact in the crossover entertainment scene, but refuses to recognize him as a true professional boxer. Floyd has even gone as far as to say that facing Jake would be too easy, implying that the YouTuber-turned-fighter lacks the experience and skill to compete at his level. While Mayweather respects Jake's ability to draw massive attention and money to the sport, he insists that a fight against an elite, world-class boxer would quickly reveal the massive gap in Paul's training, technical foundation, and the level of opponents he's faced so far.
There were many, many people who believe you're the most talented fighter ever, period. So whatever you say to this question, I think is important. Are you impressed? Does he have boxing ability, or is he just an entertainer who has a lot of fans and can promote a fight and has fought lesser opponents, or is he actually talented?
As long as he continues to fight MMA guys and YouTubers, he's gonna continue to look good and shine. But once he fights a real fighter, a real fighter that can really fight, it's not gonna be that good.
Does he have the ability, with what you've seen, to continue to mold himself into somebody who can actually? He told me before his goal is to fight Canelo, so that's where his mindset's at.
Mayweather's long-standing reluctance to grant rematches has often left fans wondering about the unanswered what-ifs of his career. In contrast, Jake Paul has built his record by facing opponents either far past their prime or significantly smaller in size. While Mayweather acknowledges Jake's entertainment value and his ability to attract attention, he's also been vocal about the quality of Jake's competition. Floyd cautioned that once Jake finally steps into the ring with a genuine world-class boxer, the difference in skill and experience will become painfully clear, exposing Paul's limitations as a true fighter.
Question is just with like Logan Paul and then Jake Paul now fighting Mike soon in the summer. What do you think defines a real boxer? Because I feel like people are still confused on if Jake Paul is a YouTuber boxer or a real boxer. How do you feel like you get out of that bubble to make somebody a real boxer?
What he's doing is, I mean, kind of cool. If he can continue to steal money, when they match him the way they match him, I can't knock his hustle. So if they can match him the way how they've been matching him.
Meanwhile, several fighters and analysts continue to praise Floyd Mayweather not just for his legendary speed and defense, but for his unmatched mindset. They argue that what truly made him unbeatable wasn't just his skill, it was his unwavering self-belief and mental dominance. Former Olympic boxer Tony Jeffries highlighted that Mayweather's supreme confidence often gave him control before the first punch was even thrown. According to Jeffries, Floyd's ability to mentally outclass his opponents was a major factor in his success, allowing him to dictate fights before they even began.
They're really confident, they really believe in themselves, but you need more than that mindset. You need to have a full package of everything that I'm talking about, what Floyd has got.
Fighters should only want to get better. The more you win, the more you should work hard. If you think about losing, you're going to lose. All I ever thought about was winning. So that's all I know.
Floyd would visualize his success before he even stepped into the ring. There was no alternative to him but winning. And this mindset isn't just for boxing, it's for all walks of life. And I've actually done a full video talking about how I used this mindset, visualization, to win my Olympic medal. And it was an absolute game changer. Now, Floyd used to use this mindset to ease the pressure that he put himself under. And he made himself think like, I'm not under any pressure right now, where he was under immense pressure.
Pressure either makes you or break you. Well, you see where I'm at, so it's obvious that I'm the type of athlete or I'm the type of entertainer that can deal with pressure. There's never no pressure.
Now, if you watch his fight in 2013 when he fought Canelo Alvarez, Canelo came in a young, strong, undefeated fighter, but by round 2, Floyd kind of had him figured out. He was reading Canelo's jab. He would slip outside and then come back with a clean counter punch, then move his feet and get out of the way. He basically had the full fight under control, and he was controlling the full rhythm of the fight. He was forcing Canelo to fight at his pace. And this is what he would do in all of his fights. He would get his opponent to do what he wanted them to do without their opponent even realizing it, which is what we call boxing IQ. Now, even though I'm not a fan of Floyd Mayweather personally, because of the time when I did meet him, what he said to me made me feel like this guy is a piece of... And
reports are now swirling that Floyd Mayweather is seriously pursuing a fight with Mike Tyson, a move analysts say is about far more than money. They believe Floyd's timing is deliberate, designed to prove he still dominates headlines even in retirement. With the spotlight shifting toward Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis, Mayweather seems determined not to let anyone, not even his protege, steal his thunder. This is classic Floyd, a man addicted to competition, attention, and legacy. Analysts say he's announcing this fight now to ride the massive publicity wave surrounding the Paul vs. Davis chaos and possibly schedule his clash with Tyson early next year. Given Tyson's global fame and iconic status, that event could easily overshadow everything else. As Jake's team scrambles to find a new opponent, from Terrence Crawford to Ryan Garcia, fans are left wondering, is Mayweather reclaiming his throne or just chasing relevance? What do you think, fight fans? Should Floyd really step in to face Jake Paul, or should everyone wait until Gervonta's legal storm clears? Drop your thoughts in the comments and smash that like, share, and subscribe to NBA Pulse for all the latest boxing drama, breakdowns, and shocking fight updates.